fabulous. Hit my people off with the flow that be marvelous. My whole clique victorious. Taking no prisoners with us, straight up warriors. When I feel it, then I know you be feeling so glorious. Then we blitz and reminisce on my people notorious.
Do you really wanna party like that? Let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands with my eyes to see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me, let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands with my eyes to see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me.
Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. You see us out here getting to the bag. Run the numbers up and run it back. Run, 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 run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Oh no, when we get the bag. Yeah, don't you get too mad. Run, 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 run it back.
You getting money, you really don't need to talk about it. Move quiet, you should try it, there's some clout around it. Chase it, and overthinking the process. Outside of the gate, spewing that nonsense. On the phone, he begging women to come out. Back to back, calling until his minutes run out. Begging for loose change and scraping to maintain. No sipping, and playing with waist chains. I think you get the picture, we outside the frame. Get your Louis Hamilton on swerve lane to lane. On gang, on gang. We brainstorm until it rains and we drive a gang. Straight into the Hall of Fame. You need to pay attention. I was 17 and had them shipping the benzine. I was 16 eating steak with Russell Simmons. I was 15 in the basement with a vision. I could
run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Run it, run it, run it, run it back. Stuff it in your Birkin bag, cause he don't feed with that. So just run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Run, 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 run it back. We run the numbers up and run it back. Run, 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 run it back.
Time to add to the cipher. Time is money, time to run the numbers higher. They're hustling early, it's hardwired. Photo bezel, frozen neck off like a tire. $1 million make a follow a messiah. Is you a charlatan or really take them higher? We in demand, distributors and suppliers. Been getting bands and signatures on the flyers. Listen, gotta make moves if you really want it. Desperate Jews eat your food, that's how they be on it. It's a must that we hustle today and escape from. Round table discussing the way that we get to the rack. Matter the game that you play, I'm just stating the facts. The aim of the game to be caking and making the max. I was 20 with a stack, 19 with a plaque, 18 neck icy with my Kango hat. I told him,
run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. You see us out here getting to the bag. Run the numbers up and run it back. Run, 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 run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Oh no, when we get the bag. Yeah, don't you get too mad. Run, 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 run it back.
I'm vanilla, baby. I'll you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skillet, baby. And the thing about your boy is I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me. That's right, whip your lovin' on me. Young J-A-C-K-A-K-A Rico like Suave, young Enrique speaking at AKA. She's an alpha but not around your boy. She get quiet around your boy. Hold on, don't know what you heard or what you thought about your boy, but they lied about your boy going dumb and it's
the Los Angeles Rams now on the clock.
That's how bad she won't be spotted around your boy.
I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down, but you can whip your lovin' on me, baby. Whip your lovin' on me.
I'm vanilla, baby. I'll you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skillet, baby. And the thing about your boy is I don't like no whips
the Seattle Seahawks are on the clock.
M-I-S-S-I-O-N-A-R-Y. He's sharp like barbed wire. She stole my heart, then she got archived. I keep it short with a Lord Farquaad. All the girls in the front row, all the girls in the barricade, all the girls have been waiting all day. Let your tongue hang out, everything. If you came with a man, let go of his hand. Everybody in the suite kicking up their feet, stand up, dance.
The Seattle Seahawks are now on the clock.
Cut your boy a little slack. It's Young Jack. I'm vanilla, baby. I'll you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skilla, baby. And the thing about your boy is I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me. That's right, whip your lovin' on me.
On the clock now, the Los Angeles Rams.
I won't doubt it, he won't mislead all his followers. Praying on the process, mind and spirit. Feel like I'm floating.
Now on the clock, the Rams.
One life, live it right now. One life, live it in.
On the clock now, the Seattle Seahawks.
Got God on the line, to the devil I'm fine. He always trying his best. Top of the pole, me and my bros. When the story gets told, it's gonna be BMF. Down hard, it wasn't made easy. You can't live twice. Thank God I'm breathing. We gotta go now. One life, live it right now. One life, live it in.
That's life. For times, for life, for now, my eyes. Thank God I breathe tonight.
Next up, it's the Seahawks on the clock.
Still no pressure. Thank God I breathe. Cause I speak is what they need. I tell no lies. I'm still up top and still can't drop what they not. Yeah. Last day was filled over slaps, I guess gotta run it back. Didn't like the way that went down after it was I admitted it.
The Los Angeles Rams are up. They're on the clock.
We killing the critics and killing the hate.
The Los Angeles Rams now on the clock.
Knock down walls, it's outrageous. A quarterback calls, I don't like 12 except
Now
Tom Brady.
the Seattle Seahawks are on the clock.
Tall, you still can't trade me. Storms are minor, but you know she living major. When you flying up this, ain't no cables. Told it what happened in Vegas and stay in Vegas. Morning time, we check the news, we make the pages.
The Seattle Seahawks are now on the clock.
We about to move, son. Don't talk back unless you do, son. I make the backyard feel like a stampede. I make a trash car feel like it's a Bentley. Hanging like a Warhol or like a Banksy. And hit the stage, turn the people into family. I'm talking back then, you didn't know me.
On the clock now, the Los Angeles Rams.
Talking about we about to move, son. Don't talk back unless you do, son. I said I feel like
clock now, the Seattle Seahawks. Next up, it's the Seahawks on the clock. The Los Angeles Rams are up. They're on the clock. The Los Angeles Rams now on the clock.
What you doing? We kung fu and I beat it up. They never heard me on the beat when it speeded up. 100 racks on the plate, she gon' eat it up. Yeah, I'm all in, like all night. Throw the racks up, make it fall right.
Now the Seattle Seahawks are on the clock.
My type, yeah, it's my type. I love the way that she put it all on me. The best things don't come for free. 100 racks, she be dancing. 100 racks, she should take chances. 100 racks, she's in this bed. 100 racks, she can get this all night. All night. All night.
The Seattle Seahawks are now on the clock.
Tokyo, it's all heat. Don't ride in the back, jump in the front seat. By the end of the night, she gon' love me. She don't even know me, she wanna hug me. It's a vision, little baby, I'm moving cozy. Most solid in the game, it can't fold me. How you do it, it's so fluid, let's get to it. If you want something, gotta commit to it. This is something that jam to and sip to it. I can show you how to do it, take you right to it. Made of whales in it, got a twist to it. This ain't Big Shine, but I'm making good music. How you keep rhyming, man, I'm used to it. You should be too, I like it see-through. And if we dancing on the floor, I'ma need you. And if we dancing on the floor, I'ma need you. 100 racks, she be dancing. 100 racks, she should take chances. 100 racks, she's in this bed. 100 racks, she can get this all night. All night.
On the clock now, the Los Angeles Rams.
100 racks, she be dancing. 100 racks, she should take chances. 100 racks, she's in this bed. 100 racks, she can get this all night. All night. All night.
Now on the clock, the Rams.
That's how I be happy. This for all my not abandoned. For my ladies on stage, they clapping. Transaction, cause your mama need a mansion. Get crackin', put them in the can't forget the yellow brother in. Shed so many tears, lost 100 friends. Every time I see them, I'ma need that. Believe that. They were tryna give me feedback, tell me bring the streets back. Fans said they want 2015 Vince.
On the clock now, the Seattle Seahawks.
Tell me how you really feel. Yeah. All I wanted was a couple mil. Make the city proud. Put it on for them. Come and tear it down. What are you about? In the ghetto, I'm a Martian. Crash landing. In the dirty apartments. Stay shy.
Next up, it's the Seahawks on the clock.
City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at? Money growing on trees, hanging on palms, spilling code 304. She don't want a 16 renegade on up, make it. Buy a tree, no love. I'ma sleep with my Porsche 911, slide through the section. Gotta show my homies I'm on now. Both souls on the ground, never sold out. What you know about this? No glitz and glamour. Under my polo pajamas.
The Los Angeles Rams are up. They're on the clock.
With no randomness, the sneaky if police come action, then you never see me. The ghetto would trap you, but I love it. Yeah, I love it. In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash land.
The Los Angeles Rams now on the clock.
Oh, we need nobody else but God. That's all we need, you understand what I'm saying? Everybody else is sour, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, family, turn your back.
Now the Seattle Seahawks are on the clock.
Soldier like me, I'm gonna stay solid, baby, to the bone, bro, so you know me. You understand what I'm saying? Off the top.
I don't need your flowers, I'm living. First time I seen $1 million, I squinted. Bro gave me a pack to help me hustle. Came a long way from the project buildings. That's where Granny went when she left Louisiana, trying to dodge Jim Crow. But you can't escape the master stained glass windows. Got my vision from the past. I'm probably finna go to hell, but it don't matter, seeing heaven on earth.
The Seattle Seahawks are now on the clock.
If I can get my together, go to work. I've been hitting the licks since flip verse first. Riding with like witchcraft, finding beauty in the darkness like Rembrandt. Everybody gang, gang, gang till it get bad. Do you hear me? Together was a mismatch. You ain't never finna win that, nah. In the ghetto with some Martians, fresh landed. In them dirty apartments, stay side. I'll forever be the hardest, big time.
On the clock now, the Los Angeles Rams. Now on the clock, the Rams. On the clock now, the Seattle Seahawks.
You talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less.
I'm a gentleman, baby, and a dog with a bite.
Next up, it's the Seahawks on the clock.
In the middle when I do a little dance, so it turns daylight. So jump, in a moment. Margella got me feeling iconic. And if you can't groove, she don't want it. Great sex, say less.
Say, baby, what you talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less.
Stop the road when you walking.
The Los Angeles Rams are up. They're on the clock.
Say less. Stop the room when you walking. You left your head to the talking. You leaving me with no options. Say less.
The Los Angeles Rams now on the clock. Now the Seattle Seahawks are on the clock.
I'm gonna tell you how to
The Seattle Seahawks are now on the clock.
Get on your grind and take the dive. Can you riddle me this? If a house is just a loan, why not double your chips? Look up a property in your city, then buy it and flip. You just copped yourself a brand new whip. You poor thing, I know you wanna live just like this.
On the clock now, the Los Angeles Rams.
Giving your checks to the man and crawl back in the hole. Yo, I can turn the dirt into gold. Just take a little slice of heaven and bring it right back home.
Now on the clock, the Rams.
No appliances in your kitchen, televisions and phones, and a nice silk sheet set to fold. You poor thing, I hate to see you living so damn cold.
On the clock now, the Seattle Seahawks.
I bet it feels like you're free, just like you wanted to be. Keep you happy, sell you piece by piece. Poor thing, but you can't live like me. I wanna make you believe that you're filthy. I can make you clean. Poor thing, poor thing. Now I know you got a lot on your plate, pushing the rock up the hill, falling down to your grave. I can help you carry all that weight. Reach out your hand to me, child, if you wanna be saved. Just put $1 in the bucket every day after day and watch your problems, anxiety, struggle, spirit away. And at the end of the road, I know a place. You poor thing, I'm sure they'll let you walk right in the gate.
Next up, it's the Seahawks on the clock.
Hey, yo, fresh out the fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down. Look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, Venmo or PayPal. Pumped up to the max, I'm finna break down. Flow water, big trip, boy, this a gray cloud. Highlights, ball is life, my whole take, wow. Big boss, hella chicken, I feel like Rick Ross. Why you going so damn hard? They got me off. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black slap, what do that mean? It mean a banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If hit boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury. Luxury. Ha, these luxury. Ha, luxury. Ha, ha, they can't with me. Slow it. I ain't finna stop till they make the rap blow it. Shout out Yaya, she was with me at my lowest. Best baby daddy in the world and you know it. I thought that I was done, he said hop back in. Made it to the league, this is not Pac-10. Headline set, that's a big back end. Let the beat drop, bring that back in. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black slap, what do that mean? It mean a banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Ay, these no can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If hit boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury.
I said, okay, loser. We go way back. I won't say okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout, get your hand up out the shoulder. I don't blow it all on a VVS boulder. I put the verse in the Achi. I put the girl in the top T. Rock on my hand, make the rock wanna flock to the stands, cause my op always watching. I said, okay, loser. We go way back, I won't say okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout, get your hand up out the cooler. She was in my seat, I had to scoot her. She was at her knees, I had to boot her. She just left the team like we ain't knew her. She just left the team like, okay, loser. Okay, loser. And I say loser. Why the always coming out the woodwork? Don't know why she mad, cause ain't nothing I did to her. She just out here plotting on my, I call her Stewart. She the lowest, she so down and out of sewer. Growed up, back your age, you immature. Maybe one day you gon' create some allure. Maybe one day you'll be great and go on tour. Like me, hey, okay, loser. We go way back, I won't say okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout, get your hand up out the cooler. She was in my seat, I had to scoot her. She was at her knees, I had to boot her. She just left the team like we ain't knew her. She just left the team like, okay, loser. Okay, loser, ay.
There's a girl in my backyard. I can run fast but won't get far. My mom thinks that I'm an animal. I'm just looking for the antidote. There's a British girl on my TV screen. She's so hot, she's so mean. Burn my body like it's flammable. Girl, I'm still a fan of you.
Don't play with me, but I still gamble with it. We getting right before we take off on the landing strip. Know that you like all the attention that a fan gives. Say that you like me, but you way too young for marriage. I've been here before, I know exactly how it goes. Yeah, now I got you packing up your clothes. You can hit me up and let me know exactly when you close. I'm her favorite, says she need a. She wanna all day. Hey.
Yeah, thinking that it happened overnight. It didn't. In it for the long haul flight. Committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite. I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite. They timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight. I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, cause they timid. Look, wait. I got people trying to wish and pray that I'ma fall about it. All about it till we spoke in person. Don't wanna talk about it now, huh? Oh, you sound tough. Toying with them, don't get whacked.
up, another number in the round up. Put the town up, I built this thing up from the ground up. And if I bounce up, I get my crown stuck. Green light go, got the east side flow. I'm a giant in the space like FIFA 4. All the kids sing along like EIO. Every time when they see my show, thinking that it happened overnight, yeah, didn't. In it for the long haul flight, committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, I didn't. All bark but they don't bite, they timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark but they don't bite, cause I'm timid. Look,
Esto es talento y favor and you got no skill. I got drive, baby, ustedes son roadkill. Yeah, ya te dije, no están en mi carta perder. De pequeño estoy ungido, baby, ese es mi flex. No me dieron nada por lo mío, José. 360 is your deal, man, I couldn't be me. Pa' mi frequency, te frequently. Matando esto con sabor y efficiency. No gasto tiempo, waste no time, not my money. Boss, baby, CEO del LLC. Lo tengo en un pánico. Dale rápido, quiero crecer y dar más fruto, algo botánico. Lo hice bien orgánico. Tomé el maquinón. Voy subiendo como espuma y tú bajando mi mecánico. On my way, I ain't built this in a day. But you know I'm here now to stay. I'm hungry, boy, I'm not here to play.
thinking that it happened overnight, didn't. In it for the long haul flight, committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, I didn't. All bark but they don't bite, they timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark but they don't bite, cause I'm timid. Look, wait.
I sit on the corner and shut my now I'm finna give y'all another hit.
Say poodle, y'all think run this. Miss she, her black designer say Gucci Prada print. DOE, I'm a condo freak. Gucci Diva Donda Tokyo Honda drip. Poppin' Dolce season, new persona, new pushback, but I'm labels quaking. They mistaken, I'm that wrist stay frozen, QU. Let's go, I'ma get.
Unfazed, unbothered, with a boo, why bother? I'm that, you ain't no. I'ma get money type of, if you ain't getting money, don't type me. Crocodile Birkin might bite it. Can't hang with her if I don't like it. These in these, I come through in nippy crickets. I come through in moose be switching. I'm the problem, I'm the villain. I don't see these rickshaws throwing dirt on my name and he gon' hit still. Know who to play with, and these know who to play with.
We are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. You talk about this Rams defense. This unit, third best in the NFL in stopping the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Seahawks at 2-6 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first. And we often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's Fields. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense. He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Fields. It's Hill, complete. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Back to throw. Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Marquise Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. There he goes left side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 37 yards. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he's got it. And he'll get about 6 there before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Gibbs will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. On third and short, going with their tight end. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Durham Smythe, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but you think it's vital. And now off to the races down the right side. Now inside the 25. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Henry up the middle. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks are once again back in front. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10 as they've got it as we resume action. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Trying the left side with Gibbs. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Will Anderson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Herbert now. Over the middle, complete. It's Gibbs. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Motion man right is Rice. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll roll him out right. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Well, let's give some credit to the defense. They did a nice job there as they flushed him to his right. But he is able to buy some time, extend the play, and turn it into a short gain.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. On the ground with a tight end. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. They'll run with Gibbs. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are an extra point away from drawing level. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. The Rams kickoff team on the field. And here we go with the ball in the air. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. This is caught at the 20. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Justin Fields with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Seahawks have yet again retaken the lead. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. Fields trying to throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Right? That's true. You've said that before. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gibbs. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Now 2nd and 5. Here's Herbert. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That is caught. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. Being chased out left. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Finds Gibbs on the check down. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the...
Touchdown, L.A.! A great effort there. 33 yards. And the Rams have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
As we prepare for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on 2-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on 2-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Henry again on 2nd down. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Fields. And he's got Smith and Jigba. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 54 yards. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. They'll try the right side with Henry. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Fields. Flushed out right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7. 3rd and goal. Here's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And here we go on 4th down. Fields. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Now 2nd and 3.
Now it's Herbert. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, here's Herbert.
And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
117 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw.
Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
On 1st and 10, Herbert
throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 4th down, Herbert.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there. They went for it on 4th down, showed a little chutzpah because they did it with the lead here in the 4th quarter. And this defense is once again.
Touchdown, Rams!
Jahmyr Gibbs.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Rams look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But it turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Fields now to throw. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Fields throwing again.
Eluding the pressure right.
He finds Smith and Jigba.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
In motion, Hill. A fake there on the jet sweep as it's Fields off play action.
Forced out to his left. Past the 20. 10. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. An explosive 38-yard pickup. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Henry.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Second and goal from the 1.
Henry again.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Derrick Henry, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would, and in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Herbert. Finding space at the 40.
And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
That tackle behind the line made by Will Anderson.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Oh, no, he lost the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Here we go, son. 19 windy, 19 windy. Here we go.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields. Flushed out right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Rams have just about sewn up this football game. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Here's 2nd and 3. Now they show jet sweep it instead, or run up the middle here. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Rams first down, and that should be the one that finishes this game off. Now a give to Gibbs, running left.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college and happen in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And say what you want about Lumen Field here in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league when you're on the road.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts. The way that they make noise and understand when to make noise, they understand the game as well as anyone. And how about what we get in our media packets when we start preparing for the game? They have it in their own stuff, right? The number of offsides penalties, false start penalties that they draw against the opposing team because of that fan support. And last but not least, they designed the stadium to keep the noise in, and it works.
But not in this one. They were able to somehow come in here and get that victory. So for L.A., they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Troy Green.
I caught you red-handed, red lips on some that ain't mine. I should call it off of where we're standing, 'cause girl, you and I don't wanna waste my time. Looking in your eyes, baby, I don't even see you. Running around like you don't even
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP, Tom.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Now Fields. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now Herbert off the bootleg. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Credit Zadarius Smith, able to get through and make that tackle for a loss. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, this crew against the pass, issues at times. Ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, the Rams at 13-3 now on the year, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here, and if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, Justin Herbert, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Will Anderson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
You talk about this Rams defense.
They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
And he'll be knocked to the turf right there as he gets it up to the 43. This one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season.
One play action. Fields. They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba.
This is caught at the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They give him a gain of 38.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Henry up the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Robert Spillane, the linebacker, there on the tackle.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Back to throw. Fields.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Von Miller able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Herbert off of play action. He'll find Shaheed out to the right.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Herbert now. Escaping the pressure right.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed.
Fighting his way through contact.
And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
A big play there for L.A.
And even 40 yards. They'll run with Gibbs.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Throw left side, completion to Rice. Touchdown, Rams.
Rashee Rice
from 4 yards out. And the Rams have taken the lead. They'll try and throw for it. And this will be caught. as they convert here for two. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Throwing on third down, Fields.
And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now. But he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. They'll buy some time right. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. A little bit of first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. Play action this time for Justin Herbert, sliding out of the pocket.
And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down.
Give him 18 on the play.
Herbert on first down now. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
Touchdown!
Jahmyr Gibbs
from 10 yards out.
And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Here's Herbert. Complete at the one. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Robert Spillane. And the Rams are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Seahawks are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Catch is made by Marquise Brown.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Here's Fields now on second down. And going deep for Hill. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
On second down, here's Gibbs.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Rams would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be second in a couple.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. That one complete down the field to Smith.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
A final shot before the break, Fields.
He's going deep for Brown.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. On first down, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
A quick throw out right here. He's got it complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Hand off now to Gibbs. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now it's Herbert. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Seahawks are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone, but the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
This will go to Henry out wide. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Rolling to his right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. They'll roll him out right. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
On second down, here's Fields. Short throw to Smith. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Give him 32 on the play. To throw is Fields. This is Smith with a grab. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jonnu Smith, 39 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Here we go now as they will again try for 2. Fields trying to throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
As we prepared for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on 2-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on 2-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. Able to push his.
Gibbs gets popped and he loses the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, number one on the list of things not to do. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Rice. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. On the give, here's Gibbs. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Another run for Gibbs here. A nice little juke. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 64 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Out of the gun, Herbert. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Fields throw caught by his receiver Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have
nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Fields now to throw.
Under pressure, they got him again.
Nick Bonito. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. They snap it to Fields.
And
Oh, my goodness. Here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And the Rams are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
On first down, Lloyd. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Herbert. That one caught by Rice. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now a throw here, hauled in. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Herbert going to change the play here. Gibbs straight ahead. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And they'll run it with Gibbs. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Washington. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Gibbs. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate quite. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Von Miller able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Here's Fields. Dancing to his left. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. Now Fields. And nearly another interception. Well, it would have been his third of the game, but this time he couldn't hang on. Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Miles Murphy drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
4th down, Fields has to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, I think we can safely agree. That's not a call you see very often on 1st and 10.
Ever.
Who
calls a first down sneak?
I guess the best we've probably seen is a first down quarterback draw.
Right.
Yeah, but not a sneak. But they did gain yards.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. He's a little too aggressive there from his Mike linebacker spot.
Sometimes you jump into gaps trying to draw them off sides. This time he tricked himself.
And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Back to throw here, Herbert.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
So it's the Rams here that take home the W. And it was thanks to the fine play of their quarterback, CD, Justin Herbert.
Yeah, I thought he was brilliant today, Brandon. He had 4 touchdown passes, and it felt like whatever the defense threw at him, he had a counter. He was just playing with confidence all afternoon long.
So for the Rams,
they get yet another victory to finish the year at 14-3 overall.
And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Seattle,
they wanted desperately to finish above 500, but that will not happen as it is an 8-9 season in the end.
And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the end. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The veteran punter Bradley Pinion has this one teed up, and we are underway from Atlanta. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Now Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. They'll go play action here with Penix. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They'll throw with Penix. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. On the bootleg, it's Penix. Looking deep here from Mooney. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Steps away. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
While the ultimate result was an incomplete pass, they sure look like a well-coached team because once he got outside of the pocket, the scramble rules come into effect. And a lot of the guys who ran deep routes, they come back closer to the line.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun, Penix. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. On 1st and 10, it's Penix. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
First catch here for London, and also a first down. Robinson, he'll try the left side.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw, Penix. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 4. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Here's Penix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Robinson
able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Robinson again.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown.
Bijan Robinson
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Falcons post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 43 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And looking to throw, Penix. That's complete to Mooney.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
To the air, Penix. That's complete to the tight end, Werner.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
A give left side to Robinson.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And the momentum just continuing to build and build for them. They had the touchdown, their last drive to tie the game. Now their defense does its job, and Charles, all of a sudden, they've got a chance to capture the lead here.
And we're seeing a really nice exhibition of what coaches love to call complementary football. Offense gets a tie, defense does its job, gets the ball right back, and their teammates now have momentum. What a nice job they're doing, all doing it together.
He's got a man, complete.
Down to the 10.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Zay Flowers.
76 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Penix.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one. Robinson is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
2nd and 6. Now Penix. They still can't get it. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A play fake. Now Penix. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Here's 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. This ball down the field for Pitts. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
They are going for it. Penix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's McLeod. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 26. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Down to the 22-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Throwing on 2nd down, Penix. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. After the interception, here's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wallace. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Out to his left. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Henry out of the pistol. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now it's Jackson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 33. That's back-to-back drives that have looked pretty good. The offense was moving the ball, but in both cases, the defense comes up with a big INT to get off the field.
How about the layers of intrigue that continue to get added as we watch this game unfold? Both offenses, they're a little bit discouraged with how their drives ended. How will each respond now and can either mount another positive series that ends in points for their team?
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
It'll be a gain of 5, 3rd and 7 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
That one deep for London. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kyle Hamilton picks it. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Play action. It's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. The fullback comes through with a big play there. 43 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Play action. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Oh, no, he lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the...
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On play action, they'll throw. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Penix working out of the gun here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now a throw here, hauled in. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. 2nd down and 8. Looking to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Now Jackson on 1st down. Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab. And they'll get to him right away as he's taken down right there at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 7, and they pick up the 1st. They go play action with Jackson. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down. To throw is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Flush to his right. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have opened up a 2-touchdown lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. Inside the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.